Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello and welcome to Quarter Ninja's lair where we play games, and today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. So we are doing our playthrough and we passed our level 50 quite some time ago, and then after we managed to go there and you see we unlocked all the skills and everything, we decided to go for a new challenge, and the challenge is called 1,000 cars. What we are doing, we are basically buying, restoring and selling 1,000 cars. So at the moment we have beautiful Fiat X1/9, we have the Jeep Cherokee, and we have the beautiful Cortina. As you can see, I did painted a hood and a trunk in a black and rest in a green to give it a little bit of spin. And this is a race version of Cortina, and this is the last Cortina we are going to do, the third one from this mod, and we are going to remove it soon. So our next job actually is this cute Smith 1500, and we need kinda to fix it. Let's do it as fast as we can. This is, I think, barn car. I'm almost sure actually that is a barn car, and this is a car in actually extremely good condition. We are going to remove parts. We will need glass parts and stuff, but I think other than that, you know, interior of course always, other than that the car should be pretty much fine body wise, you know. This is so horrible, such a horrible system, you know, this programming of that thing is really horrid. I'm really angry when I had to do this. Okay, so first things first, let's remove everything. I'm talking about this focus, that when you're removing interior and putting in, the focus is always changing, and it's really horribly implemented. I really hate it, but not much we can do about that. We still love the game, and you know, the bugs that are inside that are not taken care of for years now, well, they're here and they will not go anywhere, I can promise you that, because you know, devs don't really do anything about this game at the moment. So let us see, let's remove bumper, and I think this is most of our bodywork done. Well, actually, of course, this. So let's let's go from the wheels. Now this is episode number 30, and in episode number 30 we are pushing a new 5 cars, and they will be done. You know, in this episode we are going to sell them, and that will bring I think a number of our cars that we sold to 30, and the number of cars left will be 970. Also, what is worth to mention for this playthrough, what we are trying to do here is not to mindlessly restore, you know, cars, like just buy them, restore them in random order. Actually, what we are doing here, we are trying to restore different, not trying, we are actually restoring different models, different makes, things like that. So if we have a mod that actually has like maybe 3 or even 4 different car versions, we are going to try to restore all of them, but you know, all of them are different, so actually these are all separate versions of the car, and that is kind of how we are trying to do that, so you have always a special and unique experience in a way. There is no repeating, you know, like let's take for example a Bolt Millet, for example. This is a vanilla car from the game. So actually, if I started to restore all of them just one after another, you will get bored because it's the same car, it's boring and stuff like that, or any other car. So we are trying to do it properly and to restore as many different cars as we can to get mods. You know, now for example, in this episode, the beautiful Lotus Cortina, which I dearly love, is having third version restored. I mentioned that. And when we do that, I will remove after this episode Lotus Cortina mod from the game, and in its place I will install something different. I'm not sure what. I'm deciding based on, you know, I go to the mod directory to the workshop, and I see what I would love to see restored and things like that, and I do it that way. Also, I invite you to tell me in the comments below what you would like to see restored, if there is something you kinda, you know, have special love for, and if it's there, it is in the workshop, let me know, and I will gladly install that mod and, you know, restore it for you. You can even choose color, or you can choose even plates, you know, what to be written on them, what country or state to be, etc, etc. So just let me know in the comments below. So this is actually Ford F100. It is called Smith 1500 in this vanilla version of the game, and these are funny name cars. I like to call them that. You know, this is because developers didn't have any license, so they didn't use proper names of the cars, which is perfectly fine and okay, as long as we can figure out which car is which. I don't really mind too much. I hope my voice is okay. I'm trying to figure out the proper volume on my microphone at the moment, but it seems it is going to be okay. Maybe not perfect, but it's okay. Somehow it seems a little bit lower level than usual. Hope everything will work fine eventually. So that's that. As I said, feel free to let me know what kind of cars would you like to see in the game. Write in the comments below, and, you know, not only that, feel free to write in the comments below whatever you feel, you know, like what do you think about the game, what do you think about these videos. You know, talk about your experiences, about cars you drive, about cars you like, you don't like, things like that. Share that with me, and especially with the community. I think that is always a great thing and interesting, you know, to see other people and their opinions, and, you know, how they do things or what is going on in their lives. Now, what we have done, I think we managed to actually move all of these things. Let's move crane, and as you know, I'm not talking about actual mechanics of the game or anything here. We are removing the engine. I'm just simply doing things because if you want to know more about that, feel free to check my previous videos, you know, the whole playthrough from level 1 to level 30 to level 50. While 30 was a kinda, I like to say, a little bit of milestone, because level 30 brings all the goodies into the game, including paint shop and stuff, but level 50 is the ultimate goal. So now you didn't see much with interior kit cleaning, and you will, again, you see this focus, look at that. It is completely broken, and you will not see much with this welder. Welder usually takes care about the bodywork, and this car was in almost perfect condition body wise, and I didn't remove rear window. I can see that now, but yeah, that's about that. So let's put engine in, and I'm not actually sure what was original engine for this car. Let us check here. V8 2 carb. Okay. So V8 2 carb, let's, again, you see, I'm clicking on engine, but it does on the crane, but it doesn't work, so I have to move. Yeah, it's horribly implemented mechanics. We have original one and we have new one, of course. We are putting the engine in, and that's, I think, that. So engine is in. Let's see, these batteries are charging super fast, so I should expect that battery is charged. Let's put in brake servo and battery. Where is the battery? Battery should be somewhere here. Yes. So let me see. We have radiator. We have new one. Now that is about it. What I will do now, I will just run to our repair bench. As you know, repair bench is a place where we repair stuff. And let's just repair what we removed from the car. What can be repaired, of course. Anything 15% or more. You know, can be repaired. Like you see, 35, 31, 33%. Anything below 15% cannot be repaired. So we are repairing everything we can, because why not? And also you see, we can repair a gearbox and stuff like that, so I'm quite happy with that. Body parts, look at that, almost everything. Of course, glass cannot be repaired, we will have to buy new, but it's almost perfect. I'm super happy. Let's just immediately move on. In this episode, our goal is to restore Smith, then or Ford F100. Then our goal is to restore next car, which is coming, is Ford Mustang Mach 1. A beautiful, actually really beautiful machine. I was before, let's say, I was never a big lover of Mach 1. But somehow, you know, through years, through playing this game and, you know, reading about the car, looking at the pictures, I started really to like it. So I do like it. And in any case, what I wanted to say, our plan is to actually restore this Smith, to restore actually Ford 100, then to restore Ford Mustang Mach 1. And after that, I do have other cars ready, and we will see how fast and far we are going to go. And then based on that, we are going to decide, you know, what and when we are going to restore. Now, I have a very nice Excel sheet, which is full of info about the restoration and stuff, and what we sold and what we didn't. So I will include link to that in the description and the comment probably below, so you can check it, you know, and see how and what is the progress of our journey through the game and through the 1,000 cars. We will need cylinders, that's definitely no doubt. Let me just drop here. This one is relatively straightforward, you know, it is a simple truck actually, there is not much to it, and this is of course another beautiful example of what you shouldn't do, and you should always go inventory and sell everything that is broken and bad, and then buy new things. We know that we need rubber bushings. So I managed to see it. If you did see, I put like the suspension arm, but with all the broken or not really good faulty bushings, but now it's okay. I do have a few absorbers prepared, and that's that. I kinda stopped with what I was talking about, and I completely forgot what we have been talking about before these bushings came into the way. It doesn't really matter, we'll come to that. I'm quite sure it was nothing super important. In any case, I was talking, I think, about the relatively simple car, the truck as such, you know, and as you can imagine, of course, this is one of another examples of American engineering of that, well, I would say design. Leaf spring rear, let me see, where is the leaf spring rear? It's somewhere here, yeah. I think mechanically speaking, you know, what is under the car and the whole stuff there, I think Europeans and Japanese are actually more and were actually more successful and had better quality stuff, you know, like suspension and even engines in a way and stuff like that. But Americans had that raw muscle power, and you know, we'll have 4, we don't have. And the design, that I have to say, you know, all these older designs of American cars were actually amazing, great, and that was one really extremely nice era for these kind of cars and the things. Nowadays, I think all the cars are extremely boring and really don't have any appeal at all. You know, in a way, I really always talk about that. I don't mind new cars. I'm not against, you know, looks or anything. I just think they're extremely boring. I know that new cars are high quality cars. They're all very well engineered, even in the cheapest ones, you know, and stuff like that. And the safety is on really, really big level and high level, let's say, and stuff like that. But they really don't have a soul, and you know, they're not exciting at all. And I was always saying, you know, from my point of view, old cars are so much nicer looking, and they do have soul, and somehow, you know, you when you look at them, you enjoy looking at them. I went out, you know, yesterday, and I was looking at cars, and yet again, all of them are the same, except few interesting models that are a little bit different, you know. But these are, of course, usually much more expensive, and you know, stuff like that. So, yep. I think whatever you buy today is as good as another car. In all honesty, there is no big differences. There is nothing that you can say like distinguish your car from others. Well, you know, if you buy Rolls-Royce, probably you can say, oh, Rolls-Royce. But then you have so many super high quality cars that are not Rolls-Royces, but they are super high quality, and you know, they're 3 times cheaper or 10 times cheaper, it doesn't really matter. Front exhaust pipe, let's see which one, and this is typing for the win. Let me see, front exhaust pipe, what was that? That was V8 OHV, but C1. Front exhaust pipe V8 OHV, but C, where is the C? This should be the, I will take 4 because we are going to need them. Yeah, yesterday I've seen a Maybach, you know how Maybachs are expensive and stuff, and you know, as you know, I live in China, and at the moment, of course, I moved to the world, but at the moment I live in China, and you know, I really like the experience. It's completely different from the things I experienced before, and I lived all over the world, I traveled the world, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, but that was not the point. That is not the point at the moment. The point is I've seen the Maybach, and I was looking at that, and it was parked, and the guy, you know, probably has so much money that he doesn't care. He parked over some, I don't know, cones and stuff, and I was thinking, man, if I had that one, I would cry if I kinda, you know, scratched my car and something. But you know, people obviously have so much money that they don't really mind and care. And that was kind of wow. But then you think, if you have money to buy Maybach, well, you don't really need to worry about many things after that. So yeah, Maybach is great, but again, if you buy Maybach, I think you can buy S series for 3 times less, 2 times less, or something like that. And I can promise you, S series is not so much different from the Maybach. What is this? This is basic 02. Let's see. I did make prepared, you see, the wheels. And I was thinking also, I want to talk with you about that. I was thinking about maybe doing like bodywork immediately, having all new body parts prepared so we don't lose time, you know, like buying the parts. But then I realized that will be very, very small kind of save of time, so I'm not sure about that. And let me know in the comments below, do you mind if I just go and buy parts and we spend like 2 minutes in the shop, because I was trying to cut the time even more, you know, to speed up the process, but I don't think that will actually bring so much, you know. Rubber bushing somewhere, let's see. I know that I effed up with one rubber bushing, and that I think is not here in the back. Let's try to go here and to find it. Look for the orange color. It should be orange somewhere. I think one of these is strange, but look at this. We cannot see orange anywhere. Am I correct? We don't see orange anywhere. Now you see, when you have problems with rubber bushing, then it's tricky. The only thing I can imagine is this focus, oh my goodness, I'm going to go crazy. I can imagine only this, but we should be able, I think, to see, you see here, we should be able to see if the rubber bushing is not good. Let's go here. Strange, very strange, I cannot find it, I'm trying. This is green, all of that is green. Let's go to this wheel. All of this is, from what I see, green. Let's go there. Ah, no, you see here. It's here, I think. Let me see. It's here, I believe it's here. I'm not sure, actually. I need to remove a tire and that. So this happens when you don't pay attention, when you don't sell your freaking parts that are faulty. Okay, that really happens, and you should be very much careful. Rubber bushing 54%. So I do recommend, honestly, don't do mistake as I did. Immediately when you disassemble car, you go repair stuff, you know what you can repair, and then immediately you sell everything that is not 100%. That is the only way to be sure that you are not going, you know, to do this in speed, just, you know, tap, 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 and then you realize, oh my goodness, I just put a wrong rubber bushing, which is not 100%. Not a big deal again, but yeah, you shouldn't do that. Okay, taillights, we don't have them. I think everything mechanically speaking on the car is good. Let me see, we have seat 3 leather D. Seat 3 leather D, let's buy it here. Seat 3 leather D. Okay, we need 2, and steering wheel was 15 if I'm not mistaken. This is something that I should do in advance, and I will in the future do in advance, 11, because I believe this will save time. Also, a minute here or there is a minute, you know, that we can spend more by simply do in the game and doing stuff. So let's try to put in interior. As you know, I do hate this broken system of I will go from other side, because it seems this side doesn't work at all properly. This side seems to be a little bit better. Now you see we have 94% seat, which is sad, but we will have to sell it anyway. It's perfectly fine. So interior is here. What I'm going to do immediately, I'm thinking what, yes, the best step would be immediately. Let's go with the body parts, and as you can imagine, we will have, I think, more or less every single body part except windows glass on the car, actually, because a car was in perfect shape, you know, all the parts were 90 something percent. Let me see, you cannot repair headlights from what I remember, of course, so we will need to buy headlights, taillights, and the, let's remove the switch to removing mode, taillight and taillight. Now I will show you when you go to body. Technically you cannot repair this, and I am going to just show to you, look, there is nothing to repair. Okay, so we need to go and find a Smith 1500. Okay, should be relatively easy. We know that we need 1 window, 2 windows, 3 windows, 4 windows. We need 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and that's about that. This car actually should be done. I will not keep this color, trust me, on the car. Close please. I will not keep this color. I don't actually like it, and I don't think it fits the car very well for some reason. Okay, we can use this. So I'm going to repaint it to some color we will choose at the shop, paint shop. Let me just finish with body parts, and I think we are almost there. We are really almost there. Let's put the mirror and this one, and this should conclude our car, I think. Let us see. You know, you can see it here if everything's 100, but I just wanted to double check it and do that. So, my dear friends, also I decided not to put oil in the cars anymore because we can sell them without that, from what I remember. And this is again a minute or two that we are going to save. So let's do it. Do you have any livery? It would be strange to have it, but indeed, look at this. There is a livery for this one. Wow, this is nice. No, this is not nice, I don't like it, but what I like is this livery. Of course, color is horrid, I really hate it. I think we should probably, the red, go like this. Deep maroon, almost brown, something like that, goes well with the plates. Yes, why not? The color is not so important, of course. We are not doing this for the show, or you know, some showcase of stuff. What I'm thinking, I will leave car here for now. Okay, this is done. Perfect. 25 minutes. I'm happy. Let's move forward. Why I left car there? Because we need space to manipulate. Let's bring in the next car in, and I promise the one and only Mach 1. Why I left car there? So I can move it freely. I can move it here, and then now we are going to move our Smith back to the garage. So all cars are here. Look at this. Perfect. Let's close the door. Neat and friendly. Now you see all cars are here. What I want to do first, anything that is below 99%, okay, you have to be careful, don't press 100%, you will cry. Also, what else we can sell? We can sell these old wheels and shocks. And don't forget, groups can be sold only like this, or you have simply to disassemble them. I will later disassemble the engine and actually either repair it or sell it as a whole. What I did today also, I had one engine, cannot remember, big V8 from one of the cars I disassembled. I had a new one prepared and stuff like that, but this one I wanted to kind of restore it, you know, but it was in almost perfect condition, like 70-80%. And then I was thinking, should I disassemble or should I do this or that? And then I decided to try to sell it, and I sold it for 5,000 units. And that is something that I would recommend. If you have a great engine that is in very good shape and stuff, just sell it, you know, as a whole. Don't bother with disassembling it, although, you know, it helps having all these parts later for new engines. So it depends what you want to do, but I thought like 5,000 is a good deal. So my dear friends, now let's see, we will remove interior first, and as I said, from the next episode I will have interiors prepared in advance. What I'm doing, I'm trying to do interior again. Okay, I will try to have interior parts ready. Only body parts are not for me still clear what I want to do with them. Do I want to have them in advance or not? We will make that decision. We will try, check and stuff. This is my chair, you know, it is nice chair that you can move all parts around and make it to fit better your needs at any moment. So we are disassembling, as you can imagine. Also, let's mention, you know, likes. So basically, if you like what I'm doing, if you enjoy these videos, if you think this is something that is good and you would like to support me as a creator, so please press that like button. I hope that's not too much to ask. And not to mention subscription, of course. Every subscription is very welcome, and I'm grateful if you subscribe. And as you know, subscription is not only great for me as a creator, it is also nice for you, because you will be able to get notifications, see what's going on the channel, and after all, become a part of community, which is always a beautiful and nice thing. I already spoke about commenting and asking you to write down your comments and communicate with me, so please, yes, do that. You know, talk about the game, talk about the videos, talk about, you know, the life, whatever you feel you want to share. Share. If you have questions, ask. I will do my best to actually answer what I can. Now, let's just recap today. We are at 30 minutes of the game of this video, and I just want to mention, as I told you, I live at the moment in China, so the streaming from here sometimes on Twitch and YouTube can be problematic, and sometimes, you know, it happens that you lose connection and stuff like that, so I don't want to do that. I don't want my streams to break, and I would love to stream, you know, this is the stream format actually what I'm doing, and I decided not to do it that way, but rather to simply record it in a stream format in a way, you know. This is actually without any video editing. It is what you see, what you hear is what you get. I don't do editing on my videos, so this is almost like the normal stream without kind of interaction with the customer, with the, not customer, well, you are customer in a way, but let's say viewer, that is a nicer word, I would say. But yes, we can say customers because we are all customers. When I watch other channels, I'm their customer, etc., etc. We all are customers of each other's in some way at some point. Yeah, so this is that, the format is like that, so except the real-time communications, everything is more or less how it would be in the real stream. So, you know, I encourage you to comment in the comments, the comment section, and talk with me that way. For now, that is the best. If we have big enough community at some point and people really want to interact, we will easily do that and make some streams that will just be, you know, for interaction and stuff like that. So even if it breaks and, you know, whatever, we can just restart it and that's it, but we're not going to do anything serious. Now, this car, as you can see, not too much complications with it. The rear suspension is completely the same like the suspension from the Smith 1500 or Ford F100, and this is relatively simple rear suspension, which I appreciate. That should be it. All parts removed. We are pushing the car, or not, actually, maybe we are now. We are pushing the car down and we are moving our crane here. Let's take engine out. As I explained, I don't really explain what we are doing because either you watched my episodes and you know, either you play the game and you know, but if you don't, please just go and watch my previous videos, watch my playthrough from the beginning, and you will understand everything. Also, there is a link in the description below for the game guide, which covers basics in around 40-45 minutes or so. So we are doing actually our interior. I will click here, spend 100 units and do interior. You cannot see it much, but that is something that we always do. Now let's move. This is actually the biggest change always when you do this welder and fix the body. The color is beautiful. I think we can keep it, most probably. It will fit well with Mach 1 you know, lines and stuff. Next step, never forget, and this is important, go and repair your stuff. Now let's see, everything 15% or up can be repaired. As you can see, these parts are 20 something. A few body parts that are in bad condition that can be repaired, like 2 for now, 3 even. You cannot repair everything, you will always lose some parts, but yeah, 4 body parts, not much, but better than nothing. Next step is sell. I will not sell groups for now, but I will sell everything like else, okay? So we don't have these not bad parts, but parts that are not really 100%. Not this, so we are going with 385, okay? And you can see that actually you always have old engines, so you can combine this. Here is the old, and the newest is always at the beginning, so this is also easy way to recognize. The blue Ford engine, let's move crane back. I think battery is already charged. As I told you, it is very fast and you will charge it in no time, and we want to do it immediately. Radiators, we have so many, that's good. Do we have servo? We do. So that's about that. Let's push car up and let's see how fast we can go with this one. So for the after this, what we are going to do, let's talk about that a little bit. As I explained to you, our goal is to restore 1,000 cars. So at the moment we are sitting on almost 30 cars. We are very, very far from our goal, but I do hope in time, you know, we are going to get there. We are not in the rush, and we slowly do this. I release episodes every 2-3 days, depends, you know, on my schedule, working schedule and stuff, and very often I work really a lot and don't have much time for this. This is a hobby, I enjoy this, and you know, I hope the one video in every 2-3 days is perfectly fine and enough. Now with this episode, after we restore our Mustang Mach 1, we are going to sell all these 5 cars that are ready and prepared, and then we have a little bit of not treat, I would say maybe it is even treat. What I want to do, but I'm not sure how much time we are going to have. This is suspension, yeah. Let's buy 2 of these and 2 of these just to have them. After that, this we are going to go with 2 Peugeot 205. Now, why 2? This is the mod, of course, and the Peugeot 205 was actually really, I think, the car that defined the sporty hatchback, you know. It was this a B? Yep, I bought A's. It doesn't really matter, we need one another, so really doesn't make any difference. It defined actually the sport hatchback as such. It is still remembered by many. I remembered it, and together with Renault 5 Turbo, which I drove, like, oh, that was so long time ago that I cannot even almost remember. But I drove the Renault 5 Turbo, and I can say that I was lucky to be able to drive it. And that thing was so amazingly fast. I honestly cannot tell you what a pleasure was to drive the Renault 5 Turbo. I drove it on a highway, and I did a little bit more than it was allowed. Of course, unfortunately, you cannot drive that car slow, but that feeling, you know, such a small car, I cannot tell you, it was just super special feeling. So if you ever have opportunity to, you know, drive one of these, some of your friends have restored one, try it, you're going to be amazed. And this car together with Peugeot 205, I think they defined, really, the French defined the sport hatchback, and this car were astonishing. Unfortunately, I cannot say that I had opportunity to drive 205 Turbo, but yeah, you cannot drive everything, yeah, that would be really amazing if you could, but you cannot. So front exhaust pipe, this is the A. Let me just find it. I think this is the one. 4 of these. I'm just buying, as you know, probably now already, I spoke about that so many times, I'm buying just multiples. If I need 2, I buy 4. If I need 1, I buy 3. If I need 4, I buy 8, etc., etc. Usually I just have, you know, my own way of doing it. You, of course, can do whatever you want and however you think it will work the best for you. This is how I'm doing, and if you find that useful, please, you know, do that like I'm doing, or change it, you know, in a way. Maybe you can make it, adapt it actually for your needs. Now the fuel tank, this is the last one, and the pump, okay. This car going really, if you look at it, it's going together extremely well. This is really a beautiful beautiful machine, which is engineered in this game. Very relatively simple. There is no much many complicated things and stuff, so I'm quite happy with that. Let us see, we do have we have actually everything. So this is going to be a very nice, very fast, very efficient build. I'm just looking for all parts. Yeah, more or less we do have everything. Maybe we are going to miss a thing or two, but even shoes I think we have. And drums we don't. Yes, for drums I knew that we don't have them, but we are going to buy 8 of them, and then they can sit in stock and wait for the time when we need them. Let's not forget also bushings. As you can see, we didn't put bushings in our leaf springs, so let's do that, and then we can safely move to other side. I'm trying to pinpoint it. Perfect. In any case, so as I said, I did have opportunity in my life to drive many cars, really huge number of cars. I can consider myself lucky in a way. Some of the people I know drove 3 cars in total, or even 2, etc., etc. I drove dozens of them. And it was kind of enlightening experience in a way. As I already said, I worked for some time as a manager in a repair shop. That is not my vocation or anything. I just helped to my friend, to run things for a bit until everything was, kind of going well, and things like that. And that was for me also very much a learning curve. I do have a lot of management experience, but that was a very specific job, and I learned a lot. I had opportunity, to kind of try many cars there, understand them, see how they work and stuff like that. So listen, from what I can see, we are almost done. Let's see our inventory and let's check body parts. As you see, we have fenders and right mirror and right door. Okay, so we have fenders, right mirror and right door. Perfect. Let's buy right mirror and right door. Okay, hood we have, I think I didn't right mirror. I didn't make mistake. If I did, we are going to actually come back and buy it again. Not a big deal. Let's put our interior parts, exterior parts, body parts back on the car, and you see most of these painted parts means they're from the original car. What is not, well, I'm not sure what color we should use. We will see. This car actually had different parts on itself, because this is the original part from the car. I'm almost sure I didn't buy fender. Now we had both of these. Yeah, you see one fender is in another color. Doesn't really matter. But what is good with this car, as I said, it has pretty much most of the parts are in, and that's always very nice thing. And it is a beautiful machine. As you can see, it looks great, it feels great. Just looking at it, you kind of feel good, at least I do. I want to close the hood. As you know, car looks better with closed hood. I think that's about that. Let us check. Interior is not here, and stuff, connected wheels and stuff. So Mustang, perfect. Let's go and buy interior parts. I will repeat again, from now on I will prepare that in advance. I will buy actually the interior parts in advance, so we don't have to lose time, although we lost 30 seconds, but still I think it will help if we have it in our inventory immediately. Perfect. Interior is in. What is also left to do, let me do this. What we are going to put, no, this time I think Texas would be more appropriate for Mustang Mach 1. For some reason I believe that's the case. And now what we didn't do, I didn't want to press this at all. Again, it was an issue with the focus, as always. Let's switch and let's go to mount mode, and I think we are going to put wheels now. So see, I have wheels here, new prepared, and these are also beautiful. This is a DLC car, and DLC cars are actually always, very much made very nicely and stuff. So yeah, this looks really good. I'm just trying to put these wheels back in, and then we can finish this series of 5 cars. Let me see. Superb, superb. This is amazing and beautiful and everything. Now let's move to the paint shop immediately, because car is actually not fully done. From my point of view, you know, choices are like, do we want to set factory, which is this, with livery, of course, like this one, not white one, but black one, I think. Do they have some other livery? Let's check. What is third? No, I don't think so. Yeah, this one, I think I'm absolutely happy with the looks of this car. Yes, I am. Look at this. It is actually a very, very beautiful machine. Okay, let's move it to lifter 3. There is no other choice. Okay, so my dear friends, my dear viewers, I want to share with you our last batch of 5 cars. So this is a beautiful Lotus Cortina race car, which we painted a little bit differently, you know, black hood, black trunk, and the rest of the car deep green. Looks amazing, beautiful. This is the last Cortina in series. We are removing mod after this. This is a Smith F1500, which would be Ford F100. Yeah, I think it looks really great. There is no doubt about that at all. A Fiat X 1/9, amazing, 2-seater, beautiful, nice, cute, whatever, however you want to call it. It's just a little toy that also defined a little bit of era, you know, in this 2-seater category with removable roof and stuff. The Grand Cherokee, what to say about Grand Cherokee? It is just a Grand Cherokee. A Jeep. Yep. And the Mustang Mach 1, which I find to be more and more, you know, as I explained already in episode, I find it to be a really beautiful car. I didn't like it before much, but now more and more I do appreciate the beauty of that machine, and yeah, I think it is really, really nice. So, my dear friends, we are 46 minutes into the episode, and it is time to say goodbye to our friends. What I will do, actually, I will probably, let me see, probably do this. Let me do this. Okay, like, no, let's take this, take one photo with our cars, and that's that. So, let's go. First, the car that I really care least about. It is Bolthorn Grand Mojave, and you can earn quite a lot of money with that. It's 170k, you see? So let's sell it, goodbye, and our bank is now fuller. Let's say Smith is next. As you can see, a beautiful, nice track. 65, yes, gone. Perfect. Let's do Cortina. This is our third Cortina, another beautiful machine. This is a race car, but you see, with these cars you cannot even earn anything. It's like completely and utterly pointless. Let's see about Fiat, what Fiat will bring us. Again, nothing really, not money, but we are not in this for money. We're in this for fun and to accomplish our goal. And I actually lost around 200,000 in the process, because I bought quite a few cars and stuff. So we are actually bleeding money at the moment. Let's sell our beautiful Mach 1 once more. Yep. I am actually 98,000. It is okay. We're bleeding money, but we are perfectly fine. We have so many. Look at this. Just an engines. Let's sell this. So we are selling wheels and shocks, okay, but keeping engines, I will reuse them. So look at how many engines actually we have. Look at the number. All these engines are worth a lot of money. Okay, I said immediately next step will be something a little bit different. What I will do, although I didn't prepare wheels for these cars, but let's just do it in a way a little bit maybe different than usual. Let me just find it. Not here. So you can see a list of my cars and what we have here. Yeah, okay. So these two are going to go on lifter 1 and 2, okay? These are two Peugeots 205s, okay? Which I want to restore. I will show you what I'm thinking, and let's spend like a few minutes again, my buttons are next to each other and I always press wrong one for one reason or another. So we're going to Community Cars Body Shop, okay? And 205. Look, my idea here is I had a series on this channel, side-by-side restoration, but I don't want to do that actually now and really bother you with that especially. But what we are going to do, so one Peugeot will have the normal bumper, another one will have this nice, beautiful, sporty bumper, you know. And on the back, again, we will have a little bit of different bumper, and the trunk, you know, will be different. So we'll make two same cars that are going to look a little bit different, and that will represent, like, you know, a normal, just easygoing Peugeot, you know, and then one very sporty one, you know, with big wings and stuff like that. And the third car I'm going to bring in, and this is the first car we are going to work on, will be the Mazda RX-7. This actually is a car that we got from, I think, Barn, most probably Barn. I would never buy it on auction. This car is in perfectly good shape, as you can see. So our job now is to remove all the body parts as fast as we can, as always, you know. Just do it. Let's remove them. I didn't have to do that. Front window we don't even have, lights, and here is the bumper, another light, and fender. And I do believe, okay, let's remove interior immediately. There is no, okay, that should be it. Then I want to remove battery, I want to remove the radiator. This should have ABS modules, I'm absolutely convinced, but maybe I'm wrong. Why this machine wouldn't have ABSs, I don't know. Maybe they're at the back, we will see. So the idea here is to first do the Mazda, okay, because we have wheels and everything prepared for Mazda. For Peugeots we don't. Actually, I didn't do it. So I'm thinking, you know, let's do Mazda first and then think about everything else. And the Mazda is actually a beautiful car. It has a different, you know, rotary Wankel engine, so it's a little bit different than usual. And we are at 55 minutes. So my plan is like this: fully restore Mazda. That is our first job. After that, disassemble Peugeots fully, repair everything what we can. Then take Peugeots, you know, do the bodywork, the stuff, everything to make them beautiful and ready. Insert engines, do everything, prepare them, and then in the next episode we are just going to kind of finish them, put wheels and stuff, which I will prepare, of course, in advance. I will also prepare bodywork in advance and stuff like that. So yeah. That's kind of the plan. If we have any time left, we are going to use it for something more fun. Maybe we are going to do junkyard run, we are going to an auction, or I don't know, we will see. Also, I finally have to do it. I'm talking about it for now, I don't know, 30 episodes. I have to do episode about the freaking cases, which we have way too many. And I will do that. I want to open them and actually use what we have in them, because it's stupid for them to sit in our inventory for nothing. So okay, let's remove, you can remove caliper even from this side, doesn't really matter, as long as you can access, you know, these screws, it is perfectly fine. Let me see first, cup hub. That was a strange word. It should be hub cap and not cap hub or whatever I said. So yeah. Okay, here we have something, yeah, it's a bushing actually. Now we should be able to remove it. Perfect. Let's remove this and this and this, and there is something else probably. Drive shaft always. Drive shaft, as you know, is something that is connecting the engine, gearbox actually, with the rear wheels. So you do that and remove it. Now we have this suspension, which I find a little bit complex and complicated in a way. Why I'm saying that, it's nothing special, but it takes a little bit more time than, for example, leaf spring suspension you have seen on the Mustang. And this is why I was talking about, when I was talking about American cars, they did have quite a few leaf springs, simple suspensions, not really the greatest, you know. I don't know, I do feel from what I read and you know, researched, the American car industry design, they were really amazing, you know, as such, but you know, in some other stuff like, you know, suspension and stuff like that, they were behind their European counterparts by some margin, and Japanese, of course, no need to talk about that. Nowadays, really, I do believe everyone can make a good car. Technology is so mature that actually you can rarely go wrong and F it up, you know, in a big way. We will need fuel tanks and fuel pumps, I know that. But you see, this car is going very well. It's actually a car that is not so complicated in a way, so I hope we are going to do that pretty efficiently and fast. So Mazda RX-7, beautiful car, amazing car. All RXs are amazing cars, and I think they do also amazing job, you know, in introducing these rotary Wankel engines, and that's kind of also very special for these cars. So if you want to drive a Wankel car, a rotary engine, buy a Mazda RX and you are going to have it. This is the bearing, and that's it. Okay, so slowly but surely this car is falling apart in a way, you know, we are disassembling it, and we will soon have everything ready for assembly. But you see, there is so many of these connections and things. It's sometimes annoying how many you have here. This, and I think now we finally can remove this, and we should be able to remove this. Gearbox, of course, we are going to remove it because we do need that gearbox. And I am amused a little bit that we didn't have ABS. Maybe the car just is missing ABS, and we are going to have to put it inside. I didn't check, we will. Let's send a lifter. Let's put our battery on the charger so we don't sell it, you know, with old parts. Let's pull engine out, and let's do first interior. As you know, very little to see when you're doing interior. Look at interior at the moment. Now it's shinier. I can see the difference, but it's really hard to tell. This one, yeah, the car is in pretty good shape, but as you can see now, everything is fixed. A clean, clear, beautiful car is nice. Next step, don't forget, ever go here, repair your stuff. Okay, so as you can see, usual parts that you repair. Look, suspension, I think I just destroyed from cross member. Even fuel pump, the gearbox, yes, and these things are always good to have repaired. Now let me see, suspension, cross member, the rear one, I think front one we destroyed, but the rear one is good. A lot of these parts is pretty good, you know, over 60% or so, so yeah, I think there is going to be quite a nice amount of parts. Now, let's immediately sell anything and everything below 93%, for example. Doesn't really matter, just don't sell hundreds, and that's it. So next thing is to insert our rotary engine, and engine is in, and I can remove this, as you can see, beautiful. And battery should be full. This is charging like crazy, so it's just a minute or two and it will be charged. Do we have, no, now I have to go here, but not here. Actually, we will go to our parts and say ROT, and ROTA, ROTA, and ROTA. This is a filter and everything. I think we didn't repair any of these parts. Well, filter cannot be repaired as such. Cover we didn't, of course, so I was right to buy this. What I want to do, I want to put filter, I want to do that, and then we can move actually forward and finish, although it doesn't seem that it has ABS system, which is very strange. That car is, I think, young enough to have one. But what do I know? Okay, so this is what we can put here. Yes, perfect. While we are here, I will immediately do this. I know that we don't have tanks. We will buy 5, and fuel pumps we have 1, and 1 is here. That's enough. Okay, let's push car up and let's start our journey towards the end of RX-7 assembly. As you can see, I was super correct in my assumption that my suspension cross member was not repaired. Now we will put a new one. I think we have bars. Yeah, perfect. And you cannot repair these front sway bars or rear, so you need to have them always in the stock. Unfortunately, we don't have front shock absorber. Let me just see, do we have anything to make? We do. As you can see, it will take us less than a minute, and we are going to prepare them. I didn't make, actually, I kind of forgot. I made, oh, I don't know, I made 10, 12, maybe even more yesterday or so, or day before. So I had quite a lot of them, but you see, they spend, you spend them, you don't even realize you spend them really, really fast. Every car has them, you know, either these or wishbones or stuff like that. So yeah, it happens, but it's perfectly fine. We have 2 that we need at the moment, and we will see for later. Still, we are at 1 hour. You know, we will need at least 20 minutes to finish this car, and then we will have, you know, this assembly of Peugeots and stuff. So I think it is enough for this episode. We are in pretty good shape, you know, until the end of this one. Let me just check. Here should be the link. Yep. And then we should put steering rack in and inner and outer tie rods. This should conclude here the section. Now, never forget, I always saying that rubber bushings, we need new ones, as you can see immediately. And this is rot A front exhaust. Let me just yeah. First things first. Let's buy bushings, and then ROT again, ROT. This is front exhaust section, ROT A, ROTA. I think that was it. Yeah, I just wanted to do that, so we are finished with that. Perfect. While we are on this, do we have gearbox? Yes, we managed to repair it. I will just put it in. And as you remember, I always mention that on all junkyard cars, you will never find starter in the car. That is, of course, bug and shouldn't be like that. And this is a barn car, and still it didn't have starter. So there is obviously some issue with that inside the game. But as we are not getting patches or any fixes for quite some time now, I don't think that will ever actually be fixed. And we need just to live with that and, you know, take it as it is. Front wheel hub, we need 1, we'll buy 3, as you know. Yeah, I could buy more of these, but you can repair them, and then, yeah, sometimes it's not good, you know, to have thousands of them. I think 3 will work for now. Ventilated discs, and also before that I will buy these hubcaps, which cannot be repaired, and I need to buy, I forgot, ventilated discs. So they cannot be repaired, and you have to kind of always put in the new one. Same is with the discs and the pads, although calipers and cylinders can actually be repaired. Yeah, I'm not sure how logical that is, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I have never seen that we repaired actually cylinders and stuff, but yeah, well, you know, it is just a game. And last but not least, the sway link. I think this should conclude the front suspension from what I remember. Now catalytic converter, we have few. Middle muffler, I know I got some. Now this thing, last one, and rear muffler we do have one. So that's lucky and beautiful. Cross member, fuel tank immediately. You remember we just got few of these. We have 5 pumps, and let's put drive shaft in. Is this the... No, I think this is not the original one. I think that was the last one from my stock, and the original we didn't manage to repair, we sold it. Okay, let's see. I knew it. I just wanted to say for sure we don't have it, and of course we don't. Was that a B version? I didn't pay attention, actually, I have to be super honest, but I got it. Okay, these also are almost gone. As you can see, we have only 2 pieces of each, but it is perfectly fine. Do we have rear wheel? Yeah, this is something that we have, and I think we will have to put bearing here, yes. And then there is a rear drive axle that goes in, and then you have all these small things that we don't have at the moment. Let's put this. So this is sway bar rear link, it is here. I will buy only 4 for now. These are not super usual and common, so I don't know, maybe 4 will do the job, and we will see later. Let us check small rubber bushings we have, still good. So let's rebuild this suspension, and I don't know these spring caps and stuff, I think it's a little bit too much, but again, nothing can be done. We had 2, let's buy 4 more to have in stock. Let's buy 6 of these, and let's buy 6 of these for now. We will see later how many actually do we need and stuff like that, but that's perfectly fine. Shock absorber A, so we are out of these also. Let's, I don't know, let's buy 4 for now, and then we will see how much do we need. Perfect, we had 2 bushings, never forget to put them in as always, and yeah, slowly going on. The Mazda will be finished eventually, and you know, I think that's a nice thing. Okie dokie, this side should be done. Let's move to this side and keep going. I would expect this to be finished in next 10 minutes. We will have quite a few quite a lot of time after we finish this, so I think the Peugeots will get where they should be, and we will maybe even have some time left. We'll see, and we will act accordingly when we go there. It is interestingly enough, it is pretty fast. I was expecting this to take a longer time for some reason, but this Mazda, although you see this Mazda goes well, but I think me as my skills, not really skills, it's just the speed of doing things and simply, you know, putting things together. I think I'm kind of a little more faster each time when we go through these jobs, and you know, I just better organize myself and streamline the work. So yeah, I think that's also something that happens, and I presume same will happen for you. You know, more you play, more you become kinda familiar with all of this, and it should help with speeding up the process of assembly and disassembly. Let's put the wheels. As I said, I have them prepared, of course. I wanted to have everything in advance here. Interior we don't have, so from next time we are going to do interiors, and we are still thinking about the bodywork. Can we, or should we, or do we have to do that, like to have interior, or not interior, really exterior, what I wanted to say, body parts. Do we want to have body parts also ready in advance? Yeah, that's something that I'm really unsure about at the moment. So let's click here and let's double and triple check our car. So we didn't take bench out, okay, but this should be, we are missing 2 bushings and rear suspension arm B. Let me check rear suspension arm B. Bushing is here, that's not the issue. Where is rear suspension arm B? Ah, it is here. Okay, so we missed it. Doesn't really matter, it happens from time to time. Here it is. Perfect. Now from what I see, it is perfectly nice. Okay, let's push car down. Let's remove bench, which is, where is the bench? Okay, what is actually the bench? Interestingly enough, I didn't know, but they designed it pretty well. Okay. Didn't want job, actually I wanted this. Just to see, so it is bench RX-7 leather. RX-7, yeah, I think it's clear enough. Let's buy interior parts immediately, and it's easy, we'll go RX. So seat RX-7 we need 2, wheel we need 1, and bench leather 1. That is RX-7, not RX-3. Okay, and let's immediately go and install our interior parts in, and we will sell later these 95% parts. And again, focus is lost, and yeah, absolutely, again you have to come here, and it's such a waste of time. And tell me how it is working for you, these interior things, putting it in. Do you also lose focus like me, or you have some other way to do it better? I don't know. As you can remember, these things cannot be repaired, of course, but most of the parts were on the car. So what we actually are trying to accomplish here, to put everything in except lights and the glass on the car, windows and stuff. So actually we should have everything here. Yes, and now I will go to the shop, this here, and then I will type RX-7, but this is probably RX-7 with a slash. Yes, it should be. So we are going to buy all the glass, okay? 3, then lights, 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 glass. Have I got everything? If I didn't, I will buy it. So let me just push and put things in. We need plates, and we can do Romania. Why not? For our Romanian friends. Let me see, front window, headlight and headlight. This should be it, and we have this one here. Switch here, close, and double check the car. Body condition 94%. For some reason, front license plate, why it is missing? Actually it is missing, so I didn't put it in. Now look at this. This is the finished car. No need to paint it. I'm happy with color. I'm not going to change it. Color is perfectly fine and nice. Nothing really spectacular, but good enough for me. A little bit different, you know, I like when colors are a little bit different. Although, as you can see, unfortunately, we do have to paint the car. And I will tell you why immediately. Just let me send the car here. Because our front lights are, you see, not in the color of the car. Do we have liveries? No, we don't. We will just be paint. Now, as you can see, now we are actually done. Now everything is painted. This is just because we had to do these lights, well, you know, covers. And unfortunately it is what it is, you cannot run from it. So yeah, now the car is beautiful, the beautiful Mazda RX-7. You can also sit in the car. We didn't do that much, but you can see this is the interior. So let's maybe always spend a second when we remember and check the interior of the car. Okay, so let's go to inventory, and as always, let's get rid of wheels, shocks, wheels, and then I want to sell everything that is 99 or less. Okay, So even these seats that are 95% are gone now. Now look, I said what is our next goal? Our next goal is this. Actually, what do we have to remove here? Not really much. This is the trunk, this is it. I'm just looking at the moment at our body. This is the mod, so never ever underestimate modders. They always have super nice ways to include stuff in the cars and such. So yeah, I just want to be 100% sure that I have everything under control. So that's that. Do we have any other body parts? This should be, is this the one part body? This cannot be removed. Okay, let's then remove car battery. What else? We can remove servo, and that's about it. And I'm running to put battery on the charger. We will have 2 batteries, so let's try not to forget and charge both of these. This car also, let's remove what we have here. This is trunk, bumper. Let's remove battery immediately. Let's see, we have rear window. Did we remove rear window from here? We didn't. Perfect. It's not a big deal anyway, but I like to do it if I can. So this for interior, just this one. What else? We have hood, of course. Right door we can remove from here. I'm just looking. Bear with me, my dear friends. This is integrated. Sometimes, the mods will make, the modders will make the thing like this to be removable and exchangeable, but it seems this one is not. So let's say this is it. Body wise, we have one battery, you see, they're charging. Another is in our stock, in our inventory. We are going to remove it and put it on charger and return 100% in. When we finish with disassembling this one, then we are immediately going to exchange batteries, and then we are going to sell and repair and sell everything after we have both cars disassembled. So as I said, for this car, well, for these cars, because it's multiples, I will have to prepare wheels and stuff. I didn't prepare it because I don't think we are actually going to need them. Although I am mistaken, most probably, because it seems that we are going to be able to go much further with the restorations than I actually planned. But let's simply do this. Let's remove stuff. Let's see how far we can go, and then we are going to make decisions about, the process, because I could bring another car in and disassemble it and do preparations for the next episode, and that might be the most prudent way to go forward, the best way to go forward. I will decide about that when we come to that point. We still have like 40 something minutes into the game. Well, 50 even. No, 40. I'm looking at the clock. It's 40 actually. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I didn't really plan on doing more than these 3, but if you can disassemble another one, I will actually take it and do it. Let's see how fast we can do this, and then we will decide. So Peugeot, why I'm doing 2, I explained. I will just repeat again if you didn't maybe follow the episode from the start. The idea is there is a nice amount of body parts which are in a way different, and we will make one normal Peugeot, like a simple version, a road version or something like that. And then we are going to try to make a one that is a little bit more beastie, with huge rear wing, a bigger front, a bigger front actually, with a little winged front and stuff like that. So I want to see how that will look, and I want to ask you, of course, to comment how did you like it, and do you think it's worth it, like to do 2 different versions like that, because these are not different versions inside the mod. You know, sometimes mods like Cortina, I will take Cortina as a good example, or Jaguar E-Type. Sometimes you will have mods that will have 3 different versions of a car. You know, like Cortina has sports version, race version, normal version. The Jag has a carbon, race, and normal. So you can do all of them, and we did all of them. With Peugeot, you don't have like some special versions from what I've seen. I might be wrong, maybe there is lurking another version somewhere, I didn't find it yet. But still, there is a lot of body parts that you can exchange, and then that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Let's do that, and you know, kind of make 2 versions that are different from each other just by ourselves. No need to, you know, do only versions that are done by the mods or by the modder who is doing that. I'm going to remove engine, as you can imagine, from this one, and then, as I said, let's go back. Let's take our battery and let's put another, you see, 100%, and we will put this one back in. Now we are safe. We will not sell our battery when we sell parts, and we are good. What will happen here, what I expect, just let me check something. Yep, I expect that we are going to be able to basically have parts for one car. Not everything, but quite a few parts for one car, because actually we are disassembling 2, and we are having 2 cars, you know, with different parts, and some of these can be repaired and stuff. So I would say we will have, you know, most of the parts probably for one car, and then for the second one we will need to buy stuff. So you see, I need to make shock absorbers. There is a lot of work to do. And don't forget, you know, actually for these 2 hours that I'm doing, most probably I will spend another 1 or 2, depending on the complexity and stuff, preparing for the, you know, the episode basically. So every episode has a preparation in front of that, you know, that takes anywhere from hour to 2. That means all the preparation, finding cars, you know, going to the junkyards or barns or auctions, looking around, then, you know, checking parts, preparing wheels. There is a lot of work to do, you know, so I always spend at least hour or even 2 for each 2-hour episode. That is kind of, you know, a little bit of time more on top of it. Okay, so this is also almost gone, the front one. Let's do rear one, and this is annoying because it hides the bushing behind. Okay, now let's see, can we do it from here? We can. We cannot, so we have to do this. You see, this sound, sometimes it just bugs out. Not a big deal, but good that you can just fix it by going out and back in. Okay, 122, yeah, we are pretty good. We'll see how this will go. In any case, what is my goal? My goal is to do this to Peugeot, sell them, and remove mod immediately, so I can put a new mod and look for a new cars. Why we are doing also these vanilla cars and DLC cars? Because they are here, and you know, they use different engines. I'm also doing it at the same time, and you have it you should have it, I think, in the description down below. Like engine guides, you know, we are doing 10 engines per episode. There's 62 engines in the game at the moment, if I counted that well. And we will do 6 episodes, and 4 episodes will have 10 engines, and 2 episodes will have 11 engines per episode. So you will have, actually, these episodes around 1 hour 30 or so, and they cover 10 engines each, or 11, and you can simply see how the engine is actually assembled, everything. So if you're stuck, sometimes you just jump there and check, okay, this is something that I'm missing. For example, in the previous run I did, I kind of couldn't close my oil can on B6 twin turbo, and they didn't close it after all. I decided to leave it like that. When we do our Alpine GT Le Mans, which I will do next, I want to do that finally. We will see, is it closed actually inside the car when the engine is mounted, or we missed something. I'm absolutely not sure. Now, my dear friends, we removed everything, okay? Engines are out. This, I'm not sure. This should be, we will see. What I want to do now, as you know, let's go to repair bench and let's try to fix whatever we can. As you can see, there is quite a big number of parts, and the body parts, if you see, like 2 body parts at the moment are already fixed. There is a lot of suspension. Yeah, you see, sometimes you can fix these taillights or headlights, sometimes you cannot. We have a few brake servos and stuff like that, but a lot of actually body parts. Some of these are destroyed, I heard that. We will see. There is not enough on one car, but there is an amount that will help actually to do stuff. So what we are going to do, first we are going to lifter, let's go to lifter 2, and then we are doing interiors, okay? No, we are not doing that. I don't want to do that. I took a welder, which is not right tool. I want to do interior first. That is the way how we do it, and we will do that. So this is first interior done, and we are moving to lifter 1, and then this is second interior done, and you see it is easier if we go from lifter 2 to lifter 1. Now welder, as you know, welder is our ultimate tool, which we use to clean and clear our car. Beautiful. Let's move it to lifter 1, and this one is black if I'm not mistaken. Not sure about green, about black I am. Perfect. So we did welding. We can always go around the car, double check it, triple check it, see do we like it or we don't like it. We actually do. Now let's put engines in. So I have 2 engines prepared. These engines are going in. Let's kinda just do that. Okay, let's put other engine in, the new one. Superb. I can remove now crane and move it out of here. So let me drink a little bit of fluid. And you know, my dear friends, the idea is, let's do first, I'm thinking, let's do this. Let's do whatever we can here. Why not? So radiator A. We know that we need these, and unfortunately we are out of radiators. A radiator A, I will buy 4, and let's see how many housing, and we have 4 radiators, and this is a double housing, which I still have 1 set. Perfect. And I'm thinking, let's try to assemble what we can. What bothers me actually is, I'm just looking the app. Where is, bear with me because I'm completely and utterly confused here. I couldn't find battery. Okay, like that. Now I will push car up and start slowly assembling. We don't have wheels, and we don't have, you know what we don't have, and we are going to buy that and now do it. Okay, we'll buy 8 of these. We will not use all of them, okay, but we are going to make at least 4, and as I explained, this is a very straightforward process. It will take us around maybe 2 minutes or so to do these things, maybe even less. You can see how it is moving here if you look where my pointer is, how it is moving, and spring puller doing its job. I know we need 4 of these for the Peugeots, so let's be patient, you know, and as I said, I didn't prepare really everything. It's kinda, you know, not really oversight. I didn't expect we are going to have such a good time and you know, have all these things done. So yeah, it took me a little bit by surprise, I have to say. What we have to do, please, what we have to do, anything 95 or less, goodbye. And this is especially important for, you remember what I said for the bushings, when you have these bushings that are less than 100 and when you're rushing, you're just putting in and you put some bushings that are not good, and then you have to disassemble the wheel and stuff. It happened just a few moments ago, if you remember, with Mazda, I think. So yeah, be careful about that. 20 pads, as always, you know, pads cannot be repaired, nothing can be done with them, so let's just do them. Interestingly enough, you see calipers and cylinders, we always repairing them, almost, you know, just doing these repairs and always have them in stock. It's very interesting. Yes, we did buy them quite a few times and stuff like that, but you can repair quite a lot of these, and that's kind of very, very interesting. What I really want to do first, and just bear with me, I want to do these 4 bushings here, because for me these 4 bushings are kind of not tricky, but I do sometimes forget simply about that. And now when we have them in, I don't need to bother with that anymore, so we can come back to our front suspension here and just install this. And these are pretty nice suspensions. I like this front suspension. Is it the new one? Should be completely new one. And we have links. I know that we got quite a few of these. Superb, perfect. Let's put steering rack in. Also, I think we managed to repair steering racks, which is nice. I don't think we got 3. We have got 3 before this, so I think we did repair them. These cars, how this mod is done, this is the first time I'm doing this mod, so this is, I think, pretty new mod from what I have seen. It's very well done from what I can say, you know, from the experience until now. It is not a long experience, but taking into account that I'm playing this for almost 500 hours now, 450 let's say, I would say I have a thing or two that I know about the game, and I feel things, you know, and I can judge how good or bad they are. And this mod looks very good. But I always say, please, you have to understand one thing. The modders, the people who are doing these mods, we should be grateful to them anyway, you know. They're doing that actually for free. I don't know, can they earn some money with that or whatever. And you know, if they're doing that, we really need to be grateful to them, and you know, to shout out and to say, thanks guys, well done, you are amazing. And actually you are. So I'm shouting out and saying, you guys are amazing, well done. Now let's see, knuckle housing D on one side and on the other side. This is a little bit different suspension, which I think will not be such a perfect one like the front one, as you can see, because it lacks some things. We will see how it is finished, and then we will make a final decision. We should have wishbones, and I have to sell all of that. Give me a moment, I'm just trying to kind of figure out. So I think this suspension, how it is done, rear one is not actually connected to anything. It is just, you know, a suspension. It doesn't really matter. I always say, why would you care? Actually, if you think about the, I don't know, the car being as real as possible, then feel free, you know, to buy DLCs and whatever is done by the developers, and usually you will get somehow a little bit more of, I cannot say better design, but yeah, usually they will take care to reproduce car very well, because you know, they pay license and stuff, and I don't think anyway the car company would be happy if they didn't do it that way. But in any case, you see these axles are connecting it with kind of gearbox there, and that looks perfectly fine. For me at least, it is perfectly nice and dandy. Let's do the discs, and we are almost out of brake discs also, but that's not a big issue, we can always buy more. Good. Now what I want to see. I want to see these F mufflers. We have two of these. We didn't use them really much. And I'm not even sure, do I want to buy more of these or not? I don't know. Let's buy two and we will see. I don't have a feeling that we need many of these actually. So I don't want to go overboard. Let's check our parts. You know, this is the important thing. Nothing is missing here. So we need front exhaust, that's obvious. Starter, that's obvious. But anything else doesn't seem like that. So see this front exhaust section B, which I have one. And the starter, I don't think we can put, oh, well, why I went there, the engine is here. Okay, again, focus, please, thank you so much. Starter should be here, but it's accessible from engine bay. So let's put the starter in. I simply want to have it in. That's kind of something that from my point of view it's important, so we finish this part of the work. Let's check it now. Again, we are coming here. Rims, tires, nothing done. Seat 2, fabric A. Seat 2, fabric A. Let's see how that looks. Seat 2, fabric A. These are the seats. Okay, they look pretty much nice. Let's buy 4 of these. And what was the steering wheel? I honestly don't remember. Let me see. It was number 7. Okay. Okay, number 7, which is this one. Nah, it's okay. Nothing special. Perfect. So let's do interior, if you don't mind, my friends. Let's do interior first. This is it. Now we have interior of the car in. What are we going to do now? I will actually check what interior body parts. No, first I will sell now these shocks. I want to get rid of shocks because there is way too many of broken and faulty shock absorbers. I will just keep wheels for a bit. There is always a reason for everything I'm doing. I just want to be sure that I don't F something up and I have full control over that. Body. Let's see that. So this one, from what I can see, these are the very, very simple, and you see we managed to repair. Now this is tricky. With some cars you can repair headlights and taillights, with some, because I mentioned that you cannot, and actually mostly you cannot, but with some car you can. Not sure how that relates to anything, but now you know. I want to go to here. Okay. Now let's go slowly. Let's go slowly. We know that we have front bumper, or we don't. Let me see, rear bumper. We don't. So we are going to buy normal bumper. Okay, this is going to be a little bit slower process because we are starting a little bit differently. This headlight we have rear, right. Sorry, we don't have left. We know that we need 2 left headlights, definitely, and 1 right headlight. There is no doubt about that because we have another car there, and that's it. So we got it immediately in advance. Front window we don't want, we want hood. And we have 1 hood which we are going to put in, and I want to close it to have a better look of the car. Okay. Right doors are always the same, there is no doubt. Let me just check something. I want to remove it and then just see, because you can see the color, you see? So I will put just the original door. It doesn't really matter, in all honesty, you could just ignore it. Right side mirror, we know that we need 2 of right side mirrors because we don't have a single one, and second car of course should have it. Now the trunk, this is the normal trunk that I wanted for this car, so it's perfectly fine. Rear bumper, again, this is the normal rear bumper. Right trunk taillight, we will need 1 right and 2 left. one right and two left. So let's buy that immediately. Let us see, we will put plates later. Front left door we do have original from this car, and left side mirror we don't have a single one, so let's buy two left side mirrors. Also, what we are going to buy immediately, two and two, 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 two. This is trunk, this is rear. We will need both of these in any case. Okay, so let's just go around. Let's do the windows. We don't need this, we don't need this. I'm just looking, I'm just looking, I'm just looking. Okay, so this is actually let's I don't know, let's buy one San Marino and one Bosnia again. Why? Because we have some and we can use them, and I really kind of want to use that, so we will use European plates. Let's this one be Bosnia, and we will use other plates. We will use all of the plates. I'm not worried, there is so many cars that no problem there at all. So look at this. This is actually at the moment except tires, rims, and rear window, which goes, you know where it goes. That's tricky. Let's remove trunk window and then do this. Can we put, we cannot, okay. So you see, with some mods, you have to do something like this. Rear window first, okay. Then trunk window, which covers all of this, and then you have to return your lights and stuff. And now I believe the car is complete except wheels. Let us see. Tires, wheels, yes. So this car, except the tires, well, the wheels, is done. We have 20 minutes more, so why not push it forward and do it? Let's see, can we do that? And in the next episode we can just, you know, I will prepare wheels and everything, we will just add them, and that's about that. So I think this should be perfectly fine and nice. Do we have more of the fan housings? That's the question. We don't have fans, okay. And that's how you lose time. But you cannot have really everything, I have to be honest. I will buy just one, and later when we buy pairs and, you know, more of these, we will buy like 5, 5, 5, but at the moment just this. Okay, perfect. That's that. The battery goes there, and nothing else we need here. Let's push car up. This is not bad color, this is also not bad color. I have to see, do they have some livery? It will be nice if they do. Also, you know, as I said, if I find time, some mods have liveries. I can sit down and make a few liveries, but this is time consuming, and I never have enough time for stuff that I have to do. So yeah, I will see in future maybe, but at the moment I cannot promise anything. But I would like to make few liveries here and there, and, you know, to make something different, something interesting, to find some historical ones or whatever. So front shocks we did have prepared them. Now I'm thinking, do we have this second member? Yes, I got them. Perfect. Bushings again. You remember what I said? I want to first put bushings in, but it's tricky because you have to access it from different sides. Good. Let me just try to do this one. Good. We can do it. Nice. Fuel tank in, fuel pump, of course. We have all of this in stock. Steering rack immediately in. We can put even this link in, and yep, let's do the rest of front suspension. I think on rear suspension we will have few parts missing, maybe, but not a big deal. I'm just looking, this should be perfectly fine and nice. So I do hope you enjoyed this concept and idea. You know, we are restoring these cars, 1,000 cars. It will take a huge amount of time. It will take effort. Honestly, it's not easy. but it is really something that I want to do, and then that I think like will make a little bit of difference in a world of this game. So you can see 1,000 cars, all of them, how they look and stuff like that, you know, to have a basic idea, because every car can be done in so many different ways, and you can take, you know, this Peugeot and make it in 10 different ways actually, I believe. But I think making cars, you know, at least one example of each of these cars will help you decide what you want to do, maybe what cars do you want to restore, what you like, what you don't like, etc, etc. So X, as you can see, we don't have a rear axle knuckle housing D. This is the front, we need rear. So we do not have it, and we I don't know why I got two only, but it's okay, we will buy more when we need them. I just didn't pay attention. We need a rear wheel hub also. And before I forget, you know, I am looking rear wheel hub. Was that, again, didn't pay attention. This was B. Okay, just let me see. This was B, so I need to buy B's. Yeah, well, what can you do? I need to buy discs. Okay. Last two calipers. Funny. So B, it was B. We need three, one for the car and, you know, two for the inventory. Okay. This is the bottom suspension arm. Do we have more? We don't have a rear wishbones. Okay, this is very, very easily solved, as you can imagine. I will buy 8 of these, not that I need 8, but I want to have 8. Okay, and we will just make 2 for now, because 2 is everything we need, but we need these wishbones, rear wishbones. And what I've done, if you have seen, I made a mistake now. I got front springs and front caps instead of rear ones. Yet again, completely unrelated, not a big deal, because I'm rushing and I'm trying to do this car now, you know, basically I'm forcing myself to do it as fast as possible, and you shouldn't do that. You should enjoy doing this. And I actually am not happy that I'm rushing, and yeah, my bad. Also, if you remember, I got some rear mufflers F, and I got actually only 2, but I need 4 at least for these cars, so I also didn't pay enough attention there. And you know, we should always say when we do something wrong, or you know, not most efficient way or something, because after all you are here to not only enjoy, you know, in the restoration of these cars and stuff, but also to learn a thing or two. And this is how do you learn, on your mistakes mostly, you know, or on other people's mistakes, because this is the best way to learn, you know, but it's better to learn on other people's mistakes, trust me. We don't have enough bushings again. This is our third or even fourth set of bushings that we have got. We will not have time for another car, unfortunately, and I want to bring in the Renault Alpine. I spoke about that. That is also one of the old cars that I love. I don't know even what to say except love. These old cars are just making me happy. They're beautiful. They have looks and everything. So see, I didn't buy mufflers for this car. My bad yet again. And I should. That was F. Also, I know that we need at least 3 of these. Rear muffler F. I will buy 2 still. Nothing else at the moment. Let's just do what we have to, and then we will see. Rear muffler, do we have gearbox? I'm not sure how many. We don't have i4, so this is just an i4 gearbox. Well, let's do it like this, please. Thank you. I'm just looking. i4 should be this one. Yes, it is that one. Perfect, and perfect. Now we need the starter, which is going on from the engine bay. What I want to do, as always, Let's double check here. What are we missing? We are missing front exhaust section. Okay, starter, and that should be it. Front exhaust section B. One I for B. Front exhaust section B. This is the one. Let's buy two. I know I want to have one in stock. You never know when you're going to need it. And the starter, as you can imagine, starter goes from the engine bay. And this is the engine bay, actually, and this is the starter, which we don't have. Okay, we need to buy starters. As I said, starters are never on junkyard cars. That is the bug in the game, and it's annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, so from what I can see, we have more or less every single mechanical part in. We are doing interior now. Although I could change interior to something even more dark, you know, darker, to go with black car. Doesn't really matter at the moment. Actually, let's see what parts, body parts do we have. We are not going to use this bumper. So we have everything. We need left door, and yeah, so let's go and check left door. I said left door. We need left door. We need this front bumper, and we need this trunk, and I think rear bumper, this one. Okay, let's assemble the beauty. Now, all of these parts are going to be new. We are going to have to paint the car later and stuff like that, but don't despair, that is going to be done. A hood, of course, I need to buy hood. I have to buy it. I forgot that we had only one restored. So this front bumper is a little bit more beautiful. You see, it's a proper sporty one. This is why I wanted to do two versions of the same car, because I believe this is interesting. And please, again, let me know in the comments below, do you find this kind of cute and interesting, and to have two different versions? And look at it now. Now this is it. You see, this is what we wanted to accomplish, to get that mean machine look. That is kind of, you know, and we are going to put this bumper in. The again sporty one with wings and stuff, and San Marino goes in. Do we have anything else that is missing? Just let me check. So we have tires, and my dear friends, as you can see, inside of 2 hours we managed to finish restoration of all our cars from the start of the episode, and to finish these two beautiful machines. Look at this, and this is why I wanted to do it. Now it's not easy. I will try to do it from here. Okay, look at this. This is the same car, but look at the difference. This beast on the right side, and you feel it like, wow, this is the beast and something. And then you have this nice sporty car on this side, you know, and it's kind of completely different in a way, but it is the same car. Okay, so we restored Mazda fully, and we prepared these two. We are only missing wheels, and I'm immediately going to bring another car. We have only 8 minutes more until the end of the episode, but we don't care actually. We are going to bring the car that I really love, and let me see which one. Both the black one or the, not sure which one is better condition. Doesn't really matter. Let's take the first one. Not sure that are we going to restore two of these at all. That's the question. We will absolutely see. What we are going to check now together, and I usually do that alone, but let's do that like together. Not here, but actually here. And let's see Alpine. Okay, let's see how it is written. Alpine. Oh my goodness. What I was doing, I was mistyping, of course, didn't really think. Okay, what we have, you see, we have different engine covers, we have different front bumpers, we have different bodies, you know, as such, you know, roll bars and stuff. We actually have rear bumpers in different versions. Also fenders, well, that's not really fender, these are the parts. I'm not actually sure is it worth it to make two versions of Alpina. I'm honestly not sure. I will think about that. I will think about that. That's something to think about, but look at the lines, you will see how it looks once when it's fixed. It is simply astonishing, beautiful, astonishing machine. Okay, so my dear friends, let's do something that we like to do at the end. Sometimes, we just go to the junkyard. I love junkyard. I want to go there, to check stuff, to check cars, to see, do we want to buy something, find something new for restoration, or I don't know, just see what's going on. And that's always interesting. We have like 5 minutes more. I will run around the junkyard, and in the meantime, let's talk about the things like what you could do for me if you like my channel, and that is to press that like button to like the video, this one or any video you like. Also, of course, you can subscribe, and any subscription is more than welcome. And it's not only good for you, for me as a creator, it's also good for you as a viewer, because you will be able to get notifications and things, and I will have one more subscription and new member of community, and that's always a nice thing to have. I'm looking, there is quite a lot of cars here, but not a single one we really want to buy. What is this? Do we have? This is Bolt, yeah, Hellcat. Yeah, this is another Trans Am. Yeah, really nothing we wanted. Also, I wanted to test something, and we will check that now. So I was looking at barn maps. Usually you are getting them from the orders and stuff like that, also cases. But I was thinking, do we get them from restorations? I never paid attention, actually. I have to be completely honest. I never had a lack of these things, like I needed them. So let's just type by name, and let's see, groups, air filter, belt, no, obviously we don't have a single bar map, so I don't think you're getting them from restorations. Actually, it seems that you are getting them from the storyline, from the jobs. So these jobs here that, okay, we can take this one and do it. I'm not sure, are we going to get actually, like the job, for every job something, but we'll see. Okay, I can push Alpina to paint boot for now, and we can do this for very, very short time. This is exhaust, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not allowed. First things first, immediately go here, check the engine. No, this is okay. You check manifold, exhaust manifold. If it is good, just move and move parts from under down the car. So, like, subscribe, and the third most important thing, please comment. I really want to see what you think about the show, about the episodes, about what we are doing here, and just let me know in the comments below. As I always say, you feel free to talk about cars you like, about cars you don't like, about the cars you drive, about the stuff you would like to drive in the future, but be realistic, of course. Don't talk about Ferrari if you cannot afford one. We all would like to have Ferrari, I presume. I don't care much about it, but still, I wouldn't go against it if I had money to buy it. Let's see, did we actually got maybe barn map? I don't think so. You don't get them so easy. No, this is yeah, no, we didn't actually. Neither the case. I have to see what are the conditions to get them, but I think it's a little bit random. That's that actually. So we restored and finished 5 cars today, And next three are ready. This is a Mazda RX-7, fully restored, beautiful. These are two Peugeots 205 Turbo 16. I love them with all my heart. Also beautiful machines. This one is representing the normal, usual Turbo 16 version, and this one is beastly, strong, powerful one, which is going to be meaner and nicer, you know, like sporty version. These two are completely fully done, although they need wheels. I will prepare wheels and that's it. We are going to restore a Renault Alpine as a Ford car, and what will be a fifth one I didn't decide yet. That's something I will think about. So, not to keep you anymore for no reason at all, 1 hour 58 minutes 50 seconds. As always, you know, have a great day, stay safe, take care about your family, do something you love. And at the end, as always, enjoy life. That is very important, so try to enjoy it as much as you can. I will see you very soon in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.